Hello guys, I am back. This time it's gonna be a chit chat, girls talk type of thing. I have my tea in my McDonald's cup, and I have some sausage and grilled cheese. So I just want to come to you guys and tell you a little bit about me and my story and how I came into makeup and stuff like that. So I am from New York and I am 23 years old. My birthday is in April. Don't forget to file your taxes. And I have a son. He is a year old and I'm still with my boyfriend. We've been together for 3 years and it feels long, but it went by so quick. We couldn't even believe it. Everything with us just happened so quick. Let's go back a couple of years. I went to a Catholic school for second, third, and fourth grade, and those were like the worst years of me being in school ever. I was young and I got skipped in second grade, so I did skip a grade. So being that I skipped, everybody that was like in my grade was older than me, so everybody was like, oh, you're so young. Like, I went throughout my whole life since I was skipped with everybody telling me that I'm so young. I'm like, shut up, are you mad that I got skipped and you didn't? Like, oh, I'm mad that I got skipped, whatever. So I was in this Catholic school and it was the worst experience of my life. Sorry, of course my camera cuts off when I'm getting to the good part. I'm hungry, sorry. So I was like the girl that everybody picked on. There was, I'm not even gonna name names. There was at least like 6 people in my class that always picked on me. And when you're in the Catholic school that I went to, everybody that's in your class stays with you as you move up into the higher grades. So like I said, I was there second, third, and fourth grade, 3 years. And every day I would come home, get off the school bus, start crying to my mom. Mom, why am I in this school? Why am I in Catholic school? What's the point? Everybody doesn't like me. This, that, and third. So to get deeper into it, I was outside one day. Now what they did was they had like a smaller fence, an enclosed fence for people that were in like 5th grade and under. They would be in this little gate, and then outside would be like the high school, not the high, yeah, the high school girls, and like 6th grade and up. So this girl, let's just call her Ashley. So me and Ashley, we never really cared for each other. Why? Because she didn't like me for some reason. Don't know why. And um one day I actually had a friend. Her name was April. I will say her name. Her name was April, and I never, like, so when I left the school, we didn't even keep in contact. So I don't even know if she knows I'm around or whatever. So me and April, we were cool. She used to call me her daughter, and I would call her mom. Like, that's how close we were in a way. So I had my hair done in like little pigtails, little twists with barrettes and ballies and stuff. My mom did my hair nice. So I lost a barrette. And April comes and she's like, oh, Koi, is this your barrette? I'm like, looking at my hair, no, no, I'm good. So Ashley comes over, not minding her mother in business, and she's like, oh, camera cut off again. Guys, please, in the comment box below, please tell me a camera that does not take batteries. Every time I film a video, I have to go through 3 sets of batteries, and batteries do not come cheap. So if you know a camera that's under maybe $200 that has good quality and does not take batteries, please, down below. Thank you. Anyway, so Ashley comes over. She's like, oh, yes, it is. It's yours. It's yours. And she's pulling my hair like, oh, it goes here. So I'm looking like, okay, thank you, April. I'll put it in my hair. Me back then, I was so shy, quiet to myself. I didn't want anybody like really around me, touching me, whatever. So she starts pushing me. Push. So I push her back. Push. Now we're going through a push and fight. Push and fight. And you know, some like on the gates to houses, they have the gate. It's the regular like chain gate, and then on the outside to close it is like that claw, like that hook to lock it. So she pushed me into that claw lock thing. Me and her, we still pushing. Now the teachers and the principals, they come over and they break it up. So now everybody's saying, oh, your back is bleeding, your back is bleeding. Everybody saw it, your back is bleeding. This girl pushed me into the gate, and when she pushed me into the gate, it left a scar on my back that I still have. I'm gonna show you guys if you can see it. Maybe you can see it on my back. It's right here. Now this scar was like from here to here, and it healed to be that small. Me and her weren't friends after that, of course. She went to a different high school than me, and she lived around the corner from me. And one day, I forgot whether it couldn't have been Instagram, maybe MySpace or Facebook, or maybe we saw each other in person, and she was just like, hi, Koi. I'm looking like, excuse you, why are you speaking to me? Like, okay, yeah, this was in elementary school and we're in high school now, but it's the principal, like, you did damage. Like, there's a scar on my back that I have to live with for the rest of my life. I mean, I don't care about me having a scar. I got plenty of scars on me from being younger, but you still never apologize for what happened. Maybe I'm being petty, whatever, I don't care. She's like, hi, Koi. I'm like, excuse you, why are you talking to me? And then I told her the story. She was like, she didn't remember it happening. I'm like, what? Are you crazy? Like, you didn't go through enough shit in your life to forget that. We hashed it out, whatever. She apologized. So moving on to another incident, Miss Harris, she was a computer teacher, and she didn't like me for some reason. I don't understand what I did to her or anybody in that damn school. But she was a computer teacher, and one day we were going down to the computer room, and there was like a flight of stairs. It had to be at least 20 stairs leading from the first floor to the basement, and then the basement was where the computer room was. So I am walking down the stairs. I'm going down the stairs. I'm like, what? So I go home, tell my mom, go home crying, get off the school bus, go home crying. And I tell my mom what happened. My mom goes off. My mom, she went off. She's like, what? I'm gonna get her. How could she do that? My mom wrote a letter to the school, wrote a letter to the principal, because my older brother went to the school also, so they knew us. Wrote a letter to everybody, da 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 da. She gets suspended. Doesn't lose her job, but gets suspended. She abused a child, but gets suspended. Whatever. Sorry, I'm hungry. Nom 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 nom. I think because of the things that I went through growing up, it made me who I am now. I feel like now I'm such a harsh, bitchy, and I don't give a fuck attitude. My attitude is very bad. The people that are close to me are the ones that I give my attitude to, and I know that they're not the ones that should be getting my attitude. It should be the ones out there in the street. But I just feel so annoyed at times, and I come off so strong, and I come off as I don't care, I don't give a but that's not me. Like, the things that I went through have shaped me and formed me into somebody that sometimes I don't even know who I am. And if you have ever gone through abuse, you know what I'm talking about. Going through abuse and neglection from people. I've always struggled with neglection growing up, until I got maybe into my sophomore year in high school. I really just started pushing people away. People that were in my circle, I just started pushing them away and secluding myself from a lot of people. That's why to this day I don't have any friends, just my boyfriend and my family. But like I was saying, if you have gone through abuse, you know that abuse can shape you into somebody that you maybe you don't know yourself, or maybe you didn't know that you had how you are inside of you. But this abuse situation is very serious, and I think what it done to me was shape me into somebody that I don't even know sometimes. And I act like this way to my family, and I know that while it's happening, while I'm giving the attitude, in the back of my head there's something telling me, why are you acting like this? Like, what is the reason why you have this attitude? What are you giving attitude for? And it's just something that at this point, I feel like I can't control. And I know it's taking a toll on my family, but they just deal with me. And I feel like they just deal with me because um part of the family or whatever. But if it was somebody out on the street, that ass would have been snatched a long time ago. But yes, this abuse situation is very serious, and it's something that I do not take very lightly. If I see somebody being abused in the street, I will be the first person to tell the other person to stop. What are you doing? Leave that person alone. Like, that's just me. I didn't have anybody to say that when I was getting abused, so I feel like if I can do that to somebody out in the street, then that will help them out, because I didn't have that help and that support from other people when my parents were around. Of course, when my parents were around, they, helped me or whatever. But that's just what I have gone through when I was in elementary school in my abuse story. And then I struggled with neglection and trying to figure out if it was just me, or whether it was something that I was doing wrong. But it's not something that you're doing wrong. It's just that people look down on others to make themselves feel, good or better than the person that they're trying to put down. And that is not right. And I don't know how many times I can say this, I do not go for abuse and neglection. And even after that happened to me, I would grow up in middle school, elementary school, even camps, and like I've been a counselor before. I do not tolerate abuse, neglect at all in this sense. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't want to go any more deeper because, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. So, on that note, thank you for watching, guys, and I hope to see you soon. And bye-bye.